Ever wondered why some people develop unusual traits after enduring narcissistic abuse? Today, we'll uncover the bizarre and fascinating characteristics of those with agoraphobia triggered by such trauma. From extreme paranoia to an overwhelming fear of leaving home, these behaviors are as intriguing as they are perplexing. Stay tuned to learn what sets these individuals apart and why they react in such unique ways. You might be surprised at the hidden battles they face every day. Ready to understand the complexity of their world? Keep watching to find out more about these strange and compelling traits. Paranoia. Paranoia is a common trait in people with agoraphobia caused by narcissistic abuse. This paranoia often manifests as an intense, irrational fear that others are out to harm or deceive them. This feeling is rooted in the constant manipulation and deceit they experience during the abuse. As a result, they may become overly suspicious of the intentions of those around them, even close friends and family. This constant state of alertness can be exhausting and isolating, as they struggle to differentiate between genuine concern and potential threats. Everyday situations, like meeting new people or being in unfamiliar environments, can trigger this paranoia, making it difficult for them to engage in social activities or trust others. Negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is another prevalent trait among individuals with agoraphobia stemming from narcissistic abuse. This inner dialogue is often filled with self-doubt, criticism, and feelings of worthlessness, all of which were ingrained during the abusive relationship. They might frequently tell themselves they are not good enough, that they deserve to be alone, or that they are incapable of handling even simple tasks. This relentless negativity can erode their self-esteem and reinforce their fear of leaving the safety of their home. It can also prevent them from seeking help, as they may believe they are beyond help or not worthy of support. Over time, this negative self-talk becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, keeping them trapped in a cycle of fear and isolation. Hypervigilance. Hypervigilance is a heightened state of awareness and sensitivity to potential threats, common in people with agoraphobia caused by narcissistic abuse. This trait develops as a survival mechanism from constantly being on guard during the abusive relationship. Individuals may become overly alert to their surroundings, always scanning for danger or signs of potential harm. This constant state of alertness can be mentally and physically draining, leading to chronic stress and anxiety. It can also make it difficult for them to relax or enjoy everyday activities, as they are always on edge. This heightened sensitivity can cause them to misinterpret harmless situations as threatening, further reinforcing their desire to avoid leaving home. Social isolation. Social isolation is a significant trait in individuals with agoraphobia resulting from narcissistic abuse. This isolation often begins during the abusive relationship, where the abuser systematically cuts them off from friends and family. After the abuse, this isolation becomes self-imposed due to the fear and anxiety associated with social interactions. They may avoid social gatherings, stop communicating with loved ones, and prefer to stay in the safety of their home. This isolation can lead to feelings of loneliness and depression, further exacerbating their agoraphobia. They might also fear judgment or criticism from others, making it even harder to seek social support or reconnect with their social network. Overwhelming anxiety. Overwhelming anxiety is a hallmark trait of agoraphobia caused by narcissistic abuse. This anxiety can be so intense that it disrupts their daily life, making even simple tasks feel insurmountable. The fear of encountering situations that remind them of the abuse can trigger panic attacks, causing physical symptoms like heart palpitations, sweating, and dizziness. This anxiety often stems from the trauma and constant fear they experience during the abusive relationship. They may worry excessively about their safety, the intentions of others, or the possibility of encountering their abuser. This constant state of anxiety can make it difficult to leave home, engage in social activities, or seek help, perpetuating their agoraphobia. Reliance on safe zones. Reliance on safe zones is a coping mechanism for individuals with agoraphobia caused by narcissistic abuse. These safe zones are usually specific places or environments where they feel secure and in control, often limited to their home or a particular room. They may avoid venturing outside these safe zones due to the overwhelming fear and anxiety associated with unfamiliar environments. This reliance on safe zones can severely restrict their daily life, preventing them from engaging in social activities, pursuing hobbies, or even performing basic tasks like grocery shopping. It can also lead to feelings of frustration and helplessness, as they struggle to reclaim their independence and freedom. Obsessive thoughts. Obsessive thoughts are a common trait among individuals with agoraphobia resulting from narcissistic abuse. These thoughts often revolve around their safety, the possibility of encountering their abuser, or reliving past traumatic experiences. This obsessive thinking can be all-consuming, making it difficult to focus on anything else. It can also lead to compulsive behaviors, such as repeatedly checking locks or windows, to ensure their safety. These obsessive thoughts and behaviors can further isolate them, as they become consumed by their fears and anxieties. This cycle of obsessive thinking and compulsive behavior can be challenging to break, reinforcing their agoraphobia and making it difficult to seek help or support. Difficulty trusting friends. Difficulty trusting friends is a significant trait in individuals with agoraphobia caused by narcissistic abuse. This lack of trust stems from the betrayal and manipulation they experience during the abusive relationship. They may become suspicious of the intentions of even their closest friends, fearing that they will be hurt or deceived again. This mistrust can lead to social withdrawal, as they avoid interactions that could potentially lead to further pain. It can also prevent them from forming new relationships or seeking support from others. This difficulty in trusting friends can exacerbate their feelings of isolation and loneliness, making it even harder to overcome their agoraphobia. Fear of leaving home. Fear of leaving home is a defining trait of agoraphobia, especially when caused by narcissistic abuse. This fear can be so intense that it prevents individuals from stepping outside their front door. The home becomes a sanctuary where they feel safe and in control, while the outside world is perceived as full of threats and dangers. This fear is often rooted in the trauma and anxiety they experienced during the abusive relationship, where the outside world may have represented unpredictability and potential harm. As a result, they may avoid activities that require them to leave home, such as going to work, running errands, or socializing, which can severely impact their quality of life and independence. Reluctance to seek help. Reluctance to seek help is a common trait in individuals with agoraphobia caused by narcissistic abuse. This reluctance often stems from the deep-seated mistrust and fear instilled during the abusive relationship. They may believe that no one can truly understand their experience, or that seeking help will make them appear weak or vulnerable. They might also fear judgment or dismissal from others, further discouraging them from reaching out. This reluctance can prevent them from accessing the support and resources they need to heal and recover. It can also exacerbate their isolation and anxiety as they continue to struggle alone with their fears and trauma. Understanding the unique traits of individuals with agoraphobia caused by narcissistic abuse sheds light on their complex struggles. These traits, from paranoia to an overwhelming fear of leaving home, are not just peculiar behaviors but coping mechanisms developed in response to deep-seated trauma. By recognizing these signs, we can better appreciate the challenges they face and the courage it takes to navigate their daily lives. Empathy and support are crucial in helping them find healing and regain their sense of security. Let's continue to raise awareness and foster a compassionate environment for those affected by this profound condition.